Okay, this is another example of tradcons hijacking the men's rights movement, and this needs to be called out. This is only a small group. I was invited into it, and I got banned. And I got a 7-day ban, but I'm not going to post at this group ever again until the mod who banned me has been removed. And he called me feminist trash, by the way. Okay, and I'm going to prove the mod who called me feminist trash is the actual feminist trash. Okay, right? So we have to have our own distinct, strict pro-male ideology that's completely separate from the rest of the manosphere and the men's rights movement, or it degrades and gets derailed and it gets hijacked, and we've got to have strict boundaries. Okay, so let me explain what happened. Okay, I'm not going to look up the thread because my comments have been removed from it, so there's no point. But there was a housewife trying to validate her lifestyle and play the victim, because tradcons always do this. Oh, feminists are attacking housewives, they're criticizing housewives, they're against marriage, which is a lie. Feminists have done nothing, not one iota to abolish marriage. So tradcons who claim feminists are against marriage, are lying. Feminists who claim they're against marriage are lying. Okay, feminists have actually defended alimony and for example, and child support and all the cash outs and rewards associated with marriage. Right? All the high status famous feminists end up getting married to rich men. Okay? Feminists are not against marriage. That is a lie. A lie. Okay? You can't say, oh, feminists lie, right? Which we all know they do, then conveniently believe their lies when it suits you. And that's what tradcons do, pro-marriage tradcons do. They try to play the victim over their marriage advocacy. They pretend they're under attack when they're not. Okay? Now, this woman was telling an outrageous lie, which is blatantly anti-male. She was claiming that raising the children is hard work, which is a lie. It's a lie, and it's a feminist lie. Feminists tell the same lie, right? And they often frame it in terms of emotional labour or house children are a burden and it's forced upon us and all those sorts of lies. Raising the children is the easier option. It's men who do the vast majority of the work, and women select for provider men. Men bring in most of the money, and women do most of the consumer spending. It's parasitical, exploitive behaviour. Women should not leverage romance to make men work for them. That's evil, actually. It's taking advantage of a weakness in male psychology. It's highly exploitative. Period. Okay, so it's one thing being a housewife in men's rights spaces, but to come in men's rights spaces and claim that raising kids is hard is a lie. I grew up as a kid. I know it's not hard work. I know it's the option that women pick for themselves because it's the easier option. Now let's look at this. This has been covered before. House husband backlash as high-flying wives ditch men they want to stay at home. Okay, house husbands are rare because women are not prepared to switch the role in general. And when it does happen, high status women do get house husbands. They dump them out of resentment because they feel the house husbands being lazy and not doing the hard work. Okay, so housewives are the enemy of men. Women are not prepared to reverse gender roles. Feminist or non-feminist women, they behave in the same manner. Period. Okay, if women that I've actually known some equal relationships where both sides work, but they're very, 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 very rare. I can count them on my hand, right, on one hand. Okay, and it's still not completely equal. It's like 60-40, where men's doing like 60% of the work. Actually, I've never known personally. I've heard of house husbands, but I've never known a house husband ever. I've never known relationship where a woman supports a man. Okay, like a man supports a woman. I've heard of provider women, anecdotal stories, but I've never met them in my life. I've never met them once. Okay, so the claim that raising children is hard work is a lie. It's there to trick men into being providers. Okay, and it steals time from the fathers. Both sides should work less hours. Okay, and both sides should spend more time with the children. And what happens in divorce as well, and feminist and non-feminist women do this, I've seen them both claim this, right? They go, oh, well, the father wasn't interested in the children when she was married. He was working all the time. You know, that's why I should get custody. Well, bitch, you pushed the man into the work provider role, and then you used the role that you pushed him into as a pretext to deny him custody of the kids. Equal shared parenting. Okay? Now, In a society where men are seen as ATMs, husbands name after marriage, husband's property after divorce. No, husband named after marriage. I don't know why trade cons are so worked up about the name thing. Such an important thing. Husband's property after divorce. Yes. Now, I've been banned for calling out housewives, but what do men do to housewives? They give them money, so they're ATM machines to housewives. Okay, right? But I get banned for pointing it out. Last post before I probably get banned. Take care, guys. Be the patriarchy they want to destroy. So this guy is advocating the feminist idea of patriarchy, which is complete fucking nonsense. There's no such thing as a patriarchy. The patriarchy has never, ever, 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 ever existed. It's never existed. So what this tradcon is doing, he's validating feminist concepts, right? Now, masculinity nonsense, right? Okay. Right. Third, so there's just loads of nonsense right here. So okay, so I think I've covered this all. So we can't interact with these people in our spaces. We've got to gatekeep our spaces and just ban them. Okay, like I said again, it's one thing being a housewife, it's another thing validating the housewife lifestyle and lying about it. Housewives, they're honest, are saying, I'm so grateful for what my husband does for me. I actually take advantage of him. I exploit him. I feel guilty. They're all capable of feeling guilt, but they're not. Yeah, okay. And these men who work 60 hours a week or 50 hours a week and they're stressed out and they don't get to spend time with the kids, the women are taking the piss out of them and they hold them in complete contempt. Complete contempt. So they're the enemy of men. They're the enemy of men. Over and out.